Okay, hi everyone, welcome. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. And if you're my pre-existing subscriber, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. And so for today, we do have Sharon, Lynn from Ascensive. You want to say hi?
Hi, everybody.
And so for today's special, we're going to be talking about Thanksgiving. And so when we're recording this video, as of today, it is November 24th. So for today's video, the whole thing we're going to be doing about is we're going to be receiving messages from the universe and from our angels, what it is that you need to be grateful for this very Thanksgiving and what you need to focus on. Also, what we're also going to be doing is I have a message already picked out when I asked the question, what are some things that you guys need to work on? And if you're hearing this is meant for you. Now, please keep in mind this is for a collective, and so it may not resonate with you, or means that it's not meant for you. And so, with that being said, without further ado, we're gonna jump right into it. If you guys are new here, just know that this is just for entertainment purposes only. And if you guys are interested in checking out my store, anything, donate his channel, my email, you want to check out Sharon's channel, everything's in the description below. Now, with that being said, we're going to jump into the messages of what you guys need to hear, okay? All right, so let me just set the timer before I forget. But edit this piece out. All right, so we do have some two cards here. So when the card flew out, I already knew that you guys were having some issues and you probably have some sort of concerns. Now, you do know that you guys need to work on your chakras, but don't worry, I do have cards that already flew out of what you need to focus on. I have not seen them yet. So you do need to work on your energy. So you guys need to work on trying to calm yourself down, especially during this Thanksgiving. And whenever you're watching this is a reading for you. And also, one of the things that you guys also need to work on is you also need to connect with the earth. A lot of you guys are being very disconnected because of quarantine, everything that's been going on. You have been almost disconnected. And so when you find the part of you that's really you, is out and about, when you're in your nature, when you're in your natural area. We are by nature animals, right? And therefore, we're meant to be outdoors. We're meant to be in that kind of area. And so that's where you will find your calmness, your sense of peace and duality and stuff like that. And so now, if you guys also want to figure out what you need to work on in terms of your chakras, there are things that you need to work on. So you need to work on your heart chakra, which talks about your lot of green here. You need to work on your radiant warmth and sincerity. A lot of you guys feel like because of Thanksgiving, it has almost hurting you. You feel very cold at some degree, some areas. Part of you feel like you're not compassionate for those who have a disagreement with you, for those who have a different political idea, political point, a political ideology different than you. And so what it's trying to tell us is that we all need to come together and become a union again. And so what you need to work on is work on your heart chakra. Don't let yourself be unopen to love from other people from different backgrounds. This is something that we need to work on in terms of your heart chakra. But you also need to work on your crown chakra, which you understand. You need to work on your understanding, your selflessness. You need to start doing things not for you, but doing things for others, being compassionate for each other. I'm seeing some of you guys might need to go to a church charity where you guys, my favorite charity is going to the local church next to me and making PBJs and packaging them and sending them to people who cannot afford to eat. And so that is something you can do. Be selfless in what you do. And you also know that this message for you is divine intervention. I did call upon my angels and guides to guide you guys tonight. And so they want you to understand that there is divine intervention. And so they're the reason why you're here watching me tonight. And this is the reason why you're meant to hear the specific message. And so if that resonates, that is specifically for you, okay? Some parts of it may resonate, some parts may not, but that is because this is for the collective. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind. So Sharon, how do you feel about that message so far? How do you feel?
I think it's a good message. I think people do need to work on their chakras and do some meditation. And also, by working on your crown chakra, you're starting to help channel and bring in your own information, your higher self. So I really think working on chakras is a really good idea.
I 100% agree. Without further ado, you mentioned that you wanted to do Biden, what to expect in a Biden-Harris administration going forward, what to expect in America. And so I know that that is something you wanted to do. I know this is not supposed to be a political read-in. However, for some of you guys who have been stuck at home, just know that this is a way to find some sort of hope and sincerity and calmness throughout all the craziness that's been going on this week. So I do hope you do find a sense of calm. So are you interested in doing that type of thing, Sharon?
Yeah, I feel like we need to have unity, and which is why I made a video yesterday on the unity and forgiveness and coming back together. I think it's what we need right now to forgive people and try to get along again and try to see each other in a different way
Absolutely.
now, end the separation and bring us together.
I absolutely agree. So I'm going to do a little reading if you want to follow as well, Sharon. More than welcome to. All right, so spirits and angels tell me what it is that we need to know about the future of the Biden-Harris administration. What will America look like? Okay, so first of all, the first thing you're going to get is a stimulus check, a stimulus package. So that's the first thing that's going to come out of this administration. The next thing is they're going to take a leap of faith into doing the things that a lot of Americans don't do or that want, but because of the partisan climate, they cannot get done. However, it appears to me that Biden is going to have enough votes in the Senate and the Congress to pass his legislation to progress America into a better and calmer light. We do see here, we do have yellow again, right? Yellow. Then we also have yellow, the Fool card. And what that tells me is I do what is best for America. Then we also have he's going to be fighting um, the rest. So there will be attack on the rest. That is for definitely sure. He's definitely going to attack the rest. He's going to come through. This is him. He's gonna give America an offer. Almost be like, well, for all those people, almost feel like I'm hearing him now. He's saying, for all those people who have never experienced what life was like in the 1980s when the rich people paid their fair share and everyone benefited. However, the only thing you have experienced was the worst of what happened to America when the rich did not pay their fair share. So that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm seeing is what Biden's going to be saying. So this could be very well be in his inauguration address as well. We do see here there is a lot of family money. So if you are struggling financially because of evictions and stuff like that, and because of the stimulus package, you will be okay. This is probably one of the most progressive ideas that he's going to do or enact. We do see here he is going to reach out to allies that the United States has ignored under this current administration. So he will definitely be reaching out to foreign policy. He will as well be able to cut up. He's going to have a very big difficulty with the election, the integrity of election is going to be one of the biggest challenges to Biden's presidency. It's the fact that Trump's narrative of pushing if the election was fraud is going to be one of his biggest challenges. People across the United States, not all of them, but some of them will still believe and continue to believe that Biden is not the rightful president, and so that Trump was election was stolen from him. However, we need to manifest happiness and joy. In order to get the coronavirus thing in check and receive this payment, we must manifest it into reality. You must do your part if you really want this. You will also have the page of wands reverse, which tells me is that if we don't allow Biden, if you don't come out in Georgia, if you're in Georgia right now and you're listening to this message, if you don't come out and vote, Biden will very well end up as the lame duck president for the next 4 years, and your life will be a hellhole. I am telling you now, we need to go out and vote, make your voice heard. Whoever you vote for, we respect that, but however, you need to vote, make your voice heard, because those people back in the 1800s, the 1900s, the 1700s couldn't vote, but you have the opportunity to do so. Vote for the people who couldn't. Be the voice for those who couldn't be able to vote. and you'll shall be successful at what you do, and we will have success. The question is, what will you do? And we do have here the election in the past, but a very brutal one. However, you must do what you need to do for this president, because if you do not do what for President-elect Biden, what's going to end up happening is come 2024, it will be more important election than this election has ever been, because it will be about the soul of America. You think Biden talked about the soul of America. This is the soul of America. And so we have the Page of Cups here. And so that is all about happiness and joy. But do you want it? That's the decision that you have to make. Do you want a Biden presidency? Do you want to see him succeed? What do you see, Sharon?
Mine will be a lot shorter than yours. I see Biden and Kamala looking at the money that what's left and what happened in the White House, and they're going to be looking at how to get our finances back in order. And then they're going to make partnerships with a lot of people to help assist in all of that. It's going to take time, but in the end, we're going to be coming out victorious and hopefully united again.
I completely agree. Spirits and angels tell me, what should my viewers be thankful for this Thanksgiving? What should they be thankful for? What should my viewers be thankful for this Thanksgiving? What do they need to be? Okay. Oh, okay. This is a clear-ass message. All right. So we have here victory. We need to be thankful for this very strong victory. A lot of you guys have voted for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. But the first card is we have President-elect Biden and President-elect Vice President Kamala Harris here in the same token. It came out together. And in the future, Biden. So what you need to be thankful for is that you got Biden and not Trump, is what the cards are telling me. What about you, Sharon? I didn't expect it to be political at all.
I'm getting that everybody to be grateful for your family and, you know, your friends, and that you're healthy and alive and okay in the pandemic, and know that the sun's going to come out, the stars here looking over us, and everything is going to start to get better and better. And we have the unity again, the Lovers card, and hopefully we'll all unite and become one in love and unity again. And then we have the 9, which is like joy and happiness coming true, like wishes come true. So I think we're going to get whatever we wish in the next coming years, and just think positive and manifest what you want, not what you don't want.
I completely agree with you 100%. And that card with unity, it's my Biden Harris card as well. And so I think that's also plays right into what I just said previously.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to be using my Lycia deck. Because for some reason, I got a message from a guy telling me that's the right deck I should be using going forward. All right. So let's just do hypothetically. What was the life of a Native American during the time of the first Thanksgiving? Spirits and angels, tell me, what was the life like for an average Native American during the very first Thanksgiving in the New Americas? What was the first Thanksgiving like? Spirit and angels, tell me. What's the first Thanksgiving like for a lot of Native Americans? Okay. Okay, so we have 2 cards here, and then I'm going to take a top and a bottom. All right. So the first card is, in the past, when they did that, they didn't know that there was another world. They didn't know that there was Africa. They didn't know that there was India. They didn't know there was China. They didn't know there was Europe. They didn't know the other worlds existed. This was in the past. Presently, at this time when Thanksgiving happened, they felt like it was a good time for them. It was a good time. Felt like the 4 swords and the 5 of swords actually came out together, ironically. That they felt like it was a good time, a union between 2 different type of people from 2 different races and 2 different backgrounds. they were actually very happy about what was happening to them. They were very excited to be meeting with these pilgrims. However, we do have here is in the future they didn't understand that the Nine of Cups is a lot of the monetary money that they had gained from during this time before they met these people after Thanksgiving. The consequences was is that they were going to be stolen of their dignity, their pride, their money, that things were stolen from them. And so that's what they didn't understand the consequences of this first Thanksgiving. They were very excited to be with these people. They didn't have any expectation. However, what they didn't know was that the Seven of Swords was going to happen. If you look here, this is the crow, right? And you see here very closely the person's knife. Do you see a knife here, Sharon?
Yeah.
I can't see. And so what that tells me is that they didn't understand. They weren't able to grasp the fact that these people were backstabbers. What did you get, Sean?
It's kind of funny because I got 3 aces and, well, their land was taken away, you know, and they weren't very happy. It was stolen from them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got this other ace too. So, I mean, I don't think Thanksgiving for them is the happiest day because, you know, we came and took away a lot of their land. I don't know if I'm getting it right with Thanksgiving, but I
Oh no,
feel
you're absolutely right. That is
like they weren't, they feel like their land was stolen and they're not, that's not a day for them to celebrate.
Mm-hmm. I completely agree. I completely agree 100%. Because what I also got was I wanted to know, will they ever get their dignity, their pride, or will they ever get their country back or their land? And so are you interested in doing that type of question?
Yeah.
Spirits and angels, tell me, will the Native American culture ever get back, or the Native American people ever get back their dignity, their pride, their money, and their land or their country back? Will they ever get any of that back? What is the future like for many Native Americans? Okay, so we have this card. Okay, so we have here, we have the Two of Swords. They were blinded in the past. They didn't know what happened, what to expect. These are two crows as well. Here we have the Ace of Swords, but it's reversed. What tells me is they weren't, when these people came, they weren't mentally there. Like they were there, but they weren't spiritually inclined. They feel like they were lower vibrating humans when these people came in. And so they were very easily able to be taken and manipulated out of, and very easily take advantage of. And so in the future, we do have number 13, and this is the death and rebirth. And so it's almost like it's supposed to be a major change for Native Americans in the future. Whatever it is, it's the Three of Pentacles. And so there's a major change coming. Whatever it is, it's almost like the culture is being brought back. Like people are working on it. If you look at the girl right here, she's working. They're working on bringing back the culture that was lost. So I would call it the forgotten culture, the forgotten one. Because this group is the forgotten one. This is the group that was been heavily ignored. Not saying that other cultures have been ignored, but however, with those cultures, we know of what they did, how they were like. With this Native American culture, we only know very little. And so I feel like we're going to be able to start bringing those back. We're going to start bringing them back. That's the culture. And we do have here the Three of the Empress. But they won't get their land back. They won't get their land back, but the culture will come back. What do you got?
I say the same thing. I feel like they're going to be learning new trades. They're going to definitely get help. Judgment Day's coming where they're going to be judging how the presidency helps them after they helped vote him in. And
Trump?
No, Biden.
Oh, really? I think majority of them, I think depending on where they're located, they vote heavily in favor of
No, I think a
conservatives.
lot of them did vote
For Biden.
for Biden, and
Absolutely.
I feel like
Absolutely.
they're not going to be able to get their land back anymore because he's given some more of it away too, I think, but they're going to definitely learn trades. They're going to be respected and treated fairly. and they're going to be working on it. The high priestess is going to be deals made and partnerships and
That's also Biden has.
happy family. So I feel like in the end, they'll be, of course, of course, we can never give them back what has happened to them, just like all the other horrible things that have happened in our world. We can't really change the past, but we can go forward in the future and
Help fix the
hopefully give
future.
them now going forward, give them their dignity and
Their
everything
pride.
that they deserve as an American that lives here
Before
in
us.
America, you know, that this is their land and be respected as the first ones here.
Mhm. Now, when I did do a reading a long time ago, someone said that the Native Americans had put a curse. And so I want to know if the curse will be broken regarding certain, like, not all throughout the United States. They do want a curse.
I'm not going to read. I'll let you read on that.
Okay, because they didn't put a curse on the American people. They put a curse on certain lakes. Whatever it is, that whoever drinks from it, they have illnesses come from it. So there's a curse there. There is. However, they will not. What we have found is they never cursed the United States because they found that it was stupid to curse the United States because it's now their country, which means that they will be just as harmed, if
Yeah,
not worse.
that would have happened a long time ago, probably.
Yeah.
Anything, not now.
So spirits and angels, tell me about the Native American curse on the Great Lakes, or in that particular area on the lakes. Will it be reversed? Will the curse be broken if the United States are able to willingly allow Native Americans to formally integrate into society and to help them out and say that they're sorry for all that they've done? Will the curse be broken? Is that what the curse is all about? Okay, here a message from them to tell me something different. So we have the page of cups reverse. So in the past, this is about like not extending to the higher stuff. So I guess the curse, what it feels like it almost like dampened the person's ability to extend to the best version of themselves. So I don't know why they would do that, because that would just harm them more. But we do have the Six of Swords here, and so it was in the lake, but it looks like it's almost fully done. Like the curse is almost over. And in the Eight of Pentacles, we're no longer going to be able to be tied to the curse. So it looks to me that the curse is almost done. It has done its thing. It's almost over.
Good.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I'm getting. Okay, so what else do you want to read out for Thanksgiving? Is there any other messages that you want to read on, Sharon? Pilgrims, pilgrims. What is the fate? Why did pilgrims take what they did? Okay, spirits and angels, tell me about Native Americans and the pilgrims. Why did the pilgrims take away Native Americans' land and their dignity and pride? Spirit and angels, tell me. Okay, so we have a lot of cards, so I'm just going to take the top three and the top three bottom. Okay. All right, so we have the Knight of Swords here. We have the Strength card, and we also have the Lovers. And so in the past, they felt like they had to run away. They had to run away because of political persecution, because of religious persecutions. They feel like they didn't have the strength to form an alliance with the Native American. They feel like they wouldn't be a good ally, even though they really are. If you look here, there's a lion and a woman. So it tells me here that it's a union between them. They felt like their intentions were not pure. Their intentions were not pure. You have the lamb here as reverse. You also have the lovers. It was a fake union between two people. The one thought it was a real relationship, the other one did not want a relationship. So actually what it feels like the motive is, they didn't really care. They didn't want a relationship with the Native American. We have here, they just wanted to reform a brand new version of England. They just wanted something to feel like home. That's really what they wanted to focus on. we have here, they weren't really interested in a friendship with the Native Americans. They didn't really care. They didn't have no interest in it, right? And we have here they didn't want a union. They didn't want anything. They didn't want happiness and joy. And if they had gone with the Native Americans, it would have been a better union because it would have been a great one. But they decided to go against what they should have did, and they, everyone had to have free choice of will, but they would have had a better outcome. What do you guys, Sharon?
Well, I think they came here looking for a better life and, went through many struggles getting here. And they still had their ups and downs. And I think they maybe didn't intentionally steal the land. I don't know. But they were rejoicing when they got here because they finally found a place to live. And that's it. I think you're muted.
Thank you. Thank you. One thing I want to figure out is what is the real meaning behind Thanksgiving? What is it that my viewers want to know? What is the real meaning of Thanksgiving? Like, what was the first intentional purpose of Thanksgiving? Was it just to eat food with everyone? Like, why did they do any of that?
I think because there's more different reasons than they said in school. There's, like, to me, Thanksgiving is, giving thanks for everything we have, but that's not the original.
Yeah, so I want to figure out what was the real behind Thanksgiving, you know what I mean? Maybe it might have been called something else. Okay, oh, that's not good. That was not good. Okay, so the first card is the real meaning behind Thanksgiving. Actually, what this card is telling me is the real reason was to blind the Native Americans into thinking that it was a good union. Like they're gonna be the ones, I protect you, you protect me. But they were just blinding them, giving them false hope, false interpretation, false happiness. Yeah, so it looked like to me the purpose of Thanksgiving, its original intent, was to blind somebody and say, I'm thankful for you, but I'm really not. Because how many times have you had Thanksgiving, someone asks you, what are you thankful for? And you're like, I don't know. So then people just make it up on the spot. You're not thankful for something you just made up on the spot. Am I correct? Yes, maybe sometimes it takes you a little bit, but most of the time people don't know what they're thankful for. And I feel like in this, it kind of plays into that because we're not exactly sure what happened, but what I'm seeing here is that it was a way just to blind the Native Americans to false hope. What do you got, Sean?
Well, I think they were celebrating because they had crops and food, and so they celebrated their new land that they found.
Yeah, but one thing I would definitely say with the new crop that you mentioned, actually, a lot of those crops and the food that they got were actually from the Native Americans.
Mm.
So they were probably celebrating, hey, we got someone that we can like take advantage of, and let's just use them until they're no longer any good. So I'm just really pissed out at why they even thought that was a good idea, but it is what it is. All right, so I'm gonna have you pick the last question. What is one thing you want to focus on for today? For the last question, do you have any?
No, I didn't prepare any.
Okay, okay. Um, let's just say what we're thankful for everyone else who's watching tonight. I just want to say that I'm very thankful for you guys to be on my channel for tonight. And I really appreciate each and every single one of you. All your nice comments, all the Reiki and love and healing light that you have sent to me. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I want to give a special thank for my donators for helping me out with this channel specifically. I really appreciate each and every single one of you. I love you guys. Upon a numerous amount. You don't even know how much I love you. I have ordered more decks for you guys, so it will be like almost an early Christmas gift for you, so stay tuned. I do hope you like this video between me and Sharon. Sharon, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for everything in my life. I'm grateful every day that my kids are healthy and that everyone's fine. I mean, with what's going on out there. And I'm grateful for everyone out there and all the subscribers, your subscribers, my subscribers, and just anyone who's watching, and so happy to be able to be here with you and be there for people on my channel and kind of be a little more sheltered because so many people are suffering right now, and just grateful that we got a new president and this nightmare is over. And celebrate today. He got his, well, yesterday really, he got his official, and we
Transition team.
change that so we can move forward now and start not have to watch television and see what's happening every day. We can just go about our lives and see live our lives again.
I absolutely agree. And I want to say thank you guys. If you guys want to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Also, if you guys are interested in following Sharon, you can find everything in the description below. Love you guys. See you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.